Imagine if, like, you're joking, you saw this. I mean, would you laugh or would you cry? Or do both?
Let my revenge begin.
覚悟してろよ行くぜ
Welcome to Wordbreaker Coo's Reviews. I'm your host, Wordbreaker Coo, and I don't always review Build-A-Figures first, but when I do, it's because those Build-A-Figures have no mercy. See what I did there? I'm talking about the Merciless action figure from DC Collectibles. He is a Build-A-Figure. He is my first and only Build-A-Figure I have for DC Collectibles. When I first saw him, I knew I had to have him, and you can probably see why. Just by looking at this guy. To start off, this guy is absolutely freaking massive. I mean, massive. I have to show scale first before we can even start because he's just that big. No matter how many figures I put next to this guy, he is just dwarfing them. He's closest in size to my Saget from Storm Collectibles. I think he's actually just a hair taller than Saget. I'll show some more sizes in a moment, but I wanted you to see that first. So, yes, this is the Merciless. He is a Batman from the DC Universe's Metal storyline, and I do have that story because I'm a comic book fan first. So, there's the Metal. This is like the origin story of all the other characters. Right there, you can kind of see that. 1 second. You can kind of see that the Merciless, his size changes quite a bit because here he's smaller or shorter than the Destroyer or Devastator. That's the one that came out not too long ago. But if you look at other pictures, his height changes drastically, like here. So, I mean, the guy does not have a set height. He just keeps changing, and I love this one. I wish we had a headless version or a maskless version. Maybe I use my old man Hawkeye for that. I don't know. But again, great looking figure so far just by looking at him. Looks alone, he is just a 10 out of 10 just by looks. He's got some heft to him. His sword is nicely detailed. Got some nice paint on it. I think it's actually, you know what? I think it was molded in this. See the molded? No, it's painted. It's painted. That looks really nice because you can see some of the scratches where it's turned silver on there. I like that a lot. But yeah, the nice paint on the sword. The belt has a nice little skull there and some chains. This is flexible material. Todd Mcfarlane does detail like no one else. There's like a nice little weird wash going on some of the armor, or a nice little sheen that I really dig too. I mean, man, just the sculpt alone, the aesthetics of this thing are simply marvelous. I love the Wonder Woman sign, the Batman Wonder Woman sign. Even though he really got his power from Ares, that's kind of what happened in the book. He killed Ares, took the helmet, put it on, then went crazy and killed his lover, Wonder Woman, because in this universe, he was with Wonder Woman, and he thought she had died, and that's why he went crazy with fighting Ares. Spoiler, I'm a little late, but he ended up killing Ares and taking his power, and then killed Wonder Woman, because she tried to take the power from him, or he thought she did. Oh, shoot. That's a problem. It is a Build-A-Figure, so that is one thing that I was going to say on the bad side of things. If you move the arms a little bit too much, you do get that. You can take these pauldrons off, but they went in just like this, and you just kind of push it in, but it doesn't snap in very much. Without the pauldron, you can go very high for articulation, so that's really good. With the pauldron on there, not so much, okay? But he doesn't move, his arm does not have a 90 degree. I mean, you're more like 30 degree there, but 30 degrees maybe. But I think it's, for me, I mean, I didn't expect much articulation from this guy. I really didn't. That's pretty dang good right there. That's pretty dang good. Kind of like the Devastator. They can go back quite a bit, you know, like, oh man, you can get some nice poses with this guy. I wish he had some fists that he came with instead of 2 graspy hands for a sword. Make one a fist. Just make one a fist. But yeah, he's amazing on just that aspect alone. His head can turn from side to side. Can't look up much, but be real. Who's he looking up at for the most part? He can look down a little bit. Yeah, that's as far as down he's going to look. So I feel like that works. How is his articulation in the hand? Not much. It's the same like ball pegs that he gives you, that Mcfarlane gives you, and they're really stiff. So I'm not gonna move them too much because I don't want to break this thing. But just know these are extremely stiff. But I like that these gauntlets hide those huge balls. No pun intended. From the figure. Let's check out the legs. So the legs were the hardest part about this entire figure to get on. He's got the same toe joint, but they move, but they are stiff, folks. I mean, stiff. You're not getting much kicking out of this guy. Because it attaches right, let's see if I get an angle. Right there, you can see the gap. That's where it attaches, and these are hard as hell to get on. And because of all of the stuff right here, all the molded material in the waist, you can't really get his legs going up much. It's just not going to happen. So articulation-wise, he's pretty poor. I mean, this arm leg goes a little bit further, but you're not getting much articulation out of the leg. So I'd have to be honest with the articulation department. I'd have to give this guy probably a 6. But yeah, but fun. Oh yeah, the torso, nice range, can turn, not much bend forward, but quite a bit of a bend back. So that's nice. Not much at all forward. So yeah, overall, again, I would give this guy, because I really like the character from the comic and I like his design. So I'm a little biased. So non-biased rating, I would say this guy's probably an 8. With my bias, because I like the character so much, I have to factor him in at a 9.4, okay? With my bias rating in there, because he is just, I love this, okay? So I hope you like this review. He's about $100 to complete, because it's 4 figures in a wave. I'll review those later. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace and Devastator.